Yo, what's going on, y'all? So today we talking about some stuff. So today is not really like I'm not showing you guys anything like that. But it's to be a client confessional, like one of my nightmare clients, and also my biggest client, the same token, and how I dealt with the whole situation. But I'm also gonna be showing you guys like a little behind the scenes of what I'm doing. So currently, I am shooting a product shot for the company I work with, Essential Healing in Boston. Very good company, black owned. Make sure you go support that. And then we also got breakfast, right? So with breakfast, we got some eggs, some spinach, some sausage, the mushroom, the roasted tomatoes, and the onions. Oi! So as you guys know, breakfast gonna be good. But till then, intro. All right, y'all, so we are back. I am currently trying to figure out a way to properly shoot this. And when I get it, I'm gonna show you guys on my GH5. So currently I'm in a G7. So that's why you guys in a previous video, if you notice like a lot of handshake, is because this has no in-body stabilization. Nonetheless though, let's talk about the client from hell. And in the midst of that, I'll be setting you guys up on a tripod and talking to you guys as I get this shot. The look I was going for was not really it. I'm still trying to find it, but I did come up with this little trick before we start talking about like the petty client. I did come up with the trick I want to show you guys. I don't even know if it's gonna work yet, but I feel like it's gonna work just because of the science behind it. So instead of actually using like a real pillow in this pillowcase here, like to create the silk look that I'm going for, I'm gonna actually stuff the pillowcase with plastic bags because it still kind of gives that fluff. But when you drop it or something, instead of it bouncing off of the pillow, the plastic bag will actually absorb it more, and so it can sit in it. So we'll see how that works. Am I 100% knowing that's gonna work? No, but petty client though. So I was doing a job. So let me tell you how I originally even met this client. So I was doing a job for another client in a hair salon, and there was another stylist there who, you know, liked what I did. So I'm gonna work out how like serious I was about what I did. So she recommended me for this pretty, don't get me wrong, like this client was pretty big. Like she's on Dr. Oz show, she's on TED Talks. I'm talking about like she was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Established. She was an established person. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she's been on TED Talks. She's been on a couple of other shows to really show how, you know what I'm saying, to show her prowess, I guess. You know what I mean? She was, I guess you can even call her a celebrity at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like she was my first celebrity type of client of that caliber. You know what I mean? But it was just like the first thing that rubbed me the wrong way was when she, like I told you, the person I worked with, the person who landed me the client, she was a makeup artist. So she was there at the job too. The lady wanted to do a day of YouTubing, right? She wanted for me to film a YouTube video. She wanted to do a day YouTubing. So she was there to do her makeup for the YouTube video. So the first thing that rubbed me the wrong way, and I was just like, oh nah, fam, I don't really know how this is gonna work, is when, now, to kind of put things into context here. The makeup artist is black, the lady was white, and she was an older white woman, you know what I'm saying? This kind of plays a part a little bit, but nonetheless though, she patted the girl on her head like she was a dog. Like, good job. Like, she literally was like, and it blew me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's just, you don't do that. You know what I mean? You don't pat someone on their head like they're an animal, B. So I was like, okay. Now some probably be like, oh man, you probably take on proportion, she ain't really mean like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, that's your take, this is my take. It's a lot of racial context behind that. You just gotta be careful with certain moves that you do, certain things that you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful. You can't just be sitting here doing crazy stuff like that. Nonetheless though, her makeup is done. We get ready to head upstairs. I got my equipment set up. I got the Ninja V5 going, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Now, the first hiccup we run into is that she couldn't remember her lines, right? She wrote like a lot of stuff down. Now, when we initially first started talking, and it was maybe 5 to 10 videos they had like in a chamber they was ready to go, pull the trigger on, and what they sent me. But when I got there, the actual notes they had typed up, I'm talking about like whole paragraphs, B. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was just really, really crazy. So it was way more videos than this 5 to 10. Kind of found out, man, we ended up recording like 30 to 40 videos. But before we even get to that part, I have to make a teleprompter because she can remember the lines. So I made a teleprompter out of a notebook binder, a picture frame, and I forgot what the other thing was. Let me get this shot real quick. Shout out to Essential Healing again. Okay, that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, so we're gonna do that again. It hit the table just a little bit too hard. But the pillow thing worked. You know what I'm saying? Me putting the plastic there, whatever, like that worked. So anyway, like I said, we ended up making these, you know what I'm saying? I had to make a teleprompter for whatever to help her remember her lines, which I wasn't too upset about, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just kind of come with the territory or whatever, right? So, recording the videos, like I said, you know what I'm saying? She's reading the lines, like, end up being like a lot of the videos that they did not discuss with me, but I'm mad because I should have stipulated that in my contract. I should have put that $1,500 for my day rate that I gave her. I should have told her that stopped at like 5 videos. It came with edits. Because the problem is, after we got through edit, after we shot the videos, the problem came in the aftermath of everything. Because now she's expecting a certain amount of videos to be pumped out at a consistent rate for the same amount of money. So she pretty much expected me to edit 40 videos for $1,500. Fam, what? Are you on drugs? Try this again, y'all. If I could just get it like perfect like that. Almost. Battery finna down to GH5, so let's try this one more time. So again, that's 40 videos for $1,500. You know what I'm saying? Like, in no way, shape, form, or fashion was that gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? That just wasn't gonna happen. So, got my battery, by the way. So anyway, moving forward, you know, I told her, like, you know, I'm gonna have to charge you, you know what I'm saying, charge you at least hourly to do the edits. And I charge $100 per edit. And the videos roughly took me about like maybe 2 to 3 hours to edit. They wasn't like too crazy. So she was cool with that originally, you know what I'm saying? So we came up with that plan. So now I created 7 videos for her, including the intro that I gave to her for free, and including some other things I gave to her for free. I included all of that. Also, again, that's my fault for including so much stuff for free. That's the problem. So this is why I'm kind of against free work now, because what happens is you do so much work and it's so hard and it's free. You like, man, I'm not getting nothing out of this. Why am I even going through this? So that's pretty much what ended up happening. I end up, you know what I'm saying, almost getting mad at myself a little bit for charging her so less. But the same token too, fam, you know, you've been on the news, TED Talk, like you know what this is. So I gave her that and she was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be a nice, consistent weekly check coming in for me. It's gonna be nice, for real. So what we ended up doing was, because I kept getting situations where she kept asking like, yo, where is the footage? Where is the footage? So I was telling her, I'm like, well, like I uploaded it, I gave it to your brand strategist. She has it, we had to review it. Her brand strategist wouldn't respond to my emails a couple of times. I'm like, okay, really don't know what's going on here. Yeah, that whole situation playing out. So I was like, here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create an Excel sheet. And I'm gonna list all your video titles, let you know the status of them and what I need from you to do to like approve them. You know, so we started this in July because of the issues that we was having previously. So, you know, I told her this, told her that, right? I told her that she needed to pay for the music for her intro. She didn't want to pay for that. I'm like, okay. Videos are done. Like I said, 7 videos are done. She still hasn't looked at the spreadsheet. So I'm sending emails at this point like, hey, just waiting for your acknowledgement on the spreadsheet. Now we get to August. Still no word. I'm like, okay. Hey, what's going on? Just wanted to check out, see how everything's going, Still no word. So then she emailed back, she's like, hey, you know, what's going on with the videos? I'm like, well, I did this and did that. Then she disappeared again. So at this final time that she disappeared, what I told was, I'm like, listen, this is when I had to drop her. This is when I had to drop her as a client. All that money is gone. I had to drop her as a client because 1, she wasn't responding to my emails. And 2, it wasn't a healthy work environment. Like, I was too busy on edge worrying about her not responding and the things I should say and shouldn't say because she's a big client. It was just like too much. And I felt like she's a little bit entitled to the stuff that she thinks she's supposed to get into what she actually got, which I wasn't feeling at all. So I'm just gonna wrap the story up here because Mama was actually done with that video. You know, this is all I had to let her know. And then she told me the reason why she wasn't responding to my emails originally, which is because, you know, she had like something going on in the family. I don't want to get too involved in that, but her reasoning wasn't enough for you not to respond to an email. It takes you all of 2 seconds to say this and that, period. So that was an excuse to me and I wasn't gonna let it fly. At that point, I felt that I was being used. So the point of this story, the moral of this story is, one, in contract, stipulate exactly what it is that you want in the services that you're doing. Because what'll happen is you'll have situations where people will try to take advantage of you, especially if they know like you new and you quote unquote hungry and you trying to get to the industry or whatever. Because they kept saying, man, with her name on your resume now, with her backing, you know, so many doors gonna open up, and it might have been a lot of doors open for me. But the same token, man, she wasn't worth the headache, you know. She wasn't worth the headache. But I am curious to kind of hear some of y'all stories, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of felt like, so, you know, to wrap it up, I felt like low-key she was, you know, she didn't respect my time and my work. So like that was my thing. But like, what are some of the horror stories that you guys have had either with a customer at work or a client? I'm just curious to see, like, you know, kind of like some of the stuff y'all be going through, you know. But today was just a talk. I just want to talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to do. I just don't really talk to y'all like that. So hope you enjoyed the video. It's your boy Shawn on it out.